everyone. You're watching CNN News 18 and I'm Maria Shakir. Our top story: drugs, extortion, politics. And at the center of it all are two men, Aryan Khan and Wankhede. Today, the Bombay High Court heard Aryan Khan's bail plea, where his high-powered defense team, namely former Attorney General Mukul Rohatgi, said there is no proof of drug trafficking, possession or consumption of drugs. The matter will resume on Wednesday. Two suspects in the case have been granted bail. Team Aryan says this is a shot in the arm for their case. Meanwhile, Wankhede is under fire over extortion charges as he faces an NCB vigilance probe. A 5-member vigilance team is set to visit Mumbai tomorrow. The NCB has also summoned Prabhakar Sail on Thursday after he dropped the extortion bomb. The Mumbai police has recorded his statement as well. On the political front, Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik met the Chief Minister and State Home Minister. He says the Chief Minister will be writing to the Prime Minister on this matter.
The most important development that has happened outside the Bombay High Court today is that two persons have got bail in this case. Can you tell us the details and can you tell us if this is going to affect the case in any case?
Yes, today there was an order which was passed by the Sessions Court where two people have been granted bail. So, in my view, definitely that is something which is advantageous to us. We will rely upon those orders tomorrow to try and convince the Honorable High Court that since the co-accused whose case is on par, if not worse than us, has been granted bail, so therefore on the principles of parity we should be also granted bail.
आज मैं राज्य के गृह मंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री महोदय से मुलाकात हमने की है। 2 दिन पहले जो घटनाक्रम थी, हमने कहा था कि एसआईटी के माध्यम से इसकी जांच होनी चाहिए। आज मुख्यमंत्री और गृह मंत्री से मिलने के बाद दोनों लोगों ने पहले भी बैठक की थी और बहुत सारी कंप्लेंट इस विषय को लेकर लोगों ने दाखिल की है। निश्चित रूप से तपास करके उसमें एफआईआर दर्ज होगा, जांच शुरू होगी और स्वयं वो प्रधानमंत्री जी को खत लिखने वाले हैं।
So what all happened in the court today?
In the court, Senior Counsel Mukul Rohatgi started the argument for Aryan Khan. He completed his argument and then arguments for Arbaz Merchant were advanced by Senior Counsel Amit Desai along with us. So he started the arguments and the arguments have been part heard, which will be continued tomorrow by Senior Counsel Amit Desai.
What is the timeline going to be?
The advocate for accused number 3, Ali sir, he would start the arguments and all the 3 arguments would be refuted by the learned ASG, and that would around take another 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So therefore that there would be sufficient time for the Honorable Court is what we expect to pass an appropriate order.
That has been filed by the Aryan Khan defense team. What all has happened?
See, first of all, arguments of Aryan Khan is done today in the court, and thereafter accused number 2, that is Arbaz Merchant's advocate took around 15 minutes to start the arguments, but thereafter since the court asked whether how much time will be taking, so he replied stating that he will be taking at least 30 minutes to 1 hour, so therefore the matter is kept tomorrow for continuation. Today Aryan Khan's advocate has submitted a counter rejoinder stating that they have got nothing to do with that and that is a personal matter and that's a political matter, they are not concerned nowhere. If NCB thinks that it's tampering of evidence, then let NCB prove that it is done directly by any of the accused.
And now this is a big CNN News 18 exclusive. Top NCB sources are saying that charges against Wankhede are serious in nature and are dangerous for the reputation of the organization. Top officials are upset with the way he conducted the cruise raids. The top brass in the Narcotics Control Bureau is raising questions over why access to Aryan was given to a private party. Remember, there was a picture of Kiran Gosavi that went viral. The sources in the NCB are saying that a separate probe must be ordered into this of a private citizen getting access to Aryan Khan inside the NCB office, and Gyaneshwar Singh, who is the chief vigilance officer, will be travelling to Mumbai for the probe to look into the authenticity of these allegations and evidence. Top officials are also of the view that Sameer Wankhede could be shifted to other duties as his style of functioning is unbecoming of a serious investigating officer. A lot of questions being raised there. Vinaya Deshpande is joining me live. Those are special details that are coming from our investigations editor, Manoj Gupta. Let me go straight to Vinaya. Vinaya, these are very strong charges and concerns that are being raised by the NCB top brass.
Well, absolutely. As Manoj Gupta has reported, these are very serious allegations. In fact, the day all these photographs and videos became viral, remember, not just was there a photo of Kiran Gosavi with Aryan Khan talking to him at the cruise terminus, taking a selfie, but there were also video grabs of both Bhanushali as well as Gosavi accompanying the accused to the NCB office, questioning on whether the procedures were followed to the T and whether independent panchas were allowed to escort, accused to the NCB office. Several questions were raised, but right now, after the testimony and the affidavit of another independent witness, Prabhakar Sail, has come to light, where he has claimed that he was made to sign on blank papers at the behest of Sameer Wankhede. Things really seem to be churning out of hand. So right now, though Sameer Wankhede today did visit senior NCB officials, the indications that are being given by top NCB sources to CNN News 18, as being reported by Manoj Gupta, are very clear. Things don't look all that good for Sameer Wankhede, the zonal director of NCB, even as pressure mounts on him, even as Aryan Khan's bail application continues to be heard in the Bombay High Court.
Okay, Vinaya, stay with us. We also have Ashish Mehrishi, who tracks this agency for us, joining me on the phone line. Ashish, so is there a realization within the NCB that perhaps the best way forward as far as the investigation into Aryan Khan drug bust is concerned, that that Sameer Wankhede be changed, a new officer be made the supervising authority in this case? And how long is it likely to take for that change to happen?
Well, Maria, there are two areas of concern for Wankhede. One is whether the functioning of Sameer Wankhede, especially the raid conducted and post-raid, the way investigation was conducted, whether it was done in a professional manner or not. And second area of concern is whether he was a part of that extortion bid or not. These are two areas of concern. Now, talking about the second thing first, if we are talking about the extortion thing, I've spoken to the chief of NCB, and he says until and unless there is substantial evidence to prove the allegations, it is unlikely that we will remove Sameer Wankhede from the position of the joint director of the Mumbai zone. So he's going to be the zonal director there. And he's going to look after the investigation. But as far as the conduct and the professionalism with which he should have conducted the raid and post-raid, the way the investigation should have been conducted, that is where the Narcotics Control Bureau top brass is not very happy, and that is why a 5-member team is going to visit tomorrow, which is going to be headed by Gyaneshwar Singh. A 5-member team from Narcotics Control Bureau are going to visit Mumbai tomorrow. They're going to look at all aspects into it. There is a vigilance inquiry which is going to look into each and every aspect.
But Ashish, one thing that is becoming clear is that prima facie, the NCB feels that their zonal director's conduct is in the cloud of question, that can he really continue to investigate the case? The fact that there is a private citizen present in the NCB office when the alleged accused has been brought in, he is seen interacting, all these images, that image of Gosavi going viral. That is the reason why the NCB now feeling that Sameer Wankhede has much to explain. Now tell me, Ashish, since Mr. Wankhede has been in Delhi for the last 24 hours, he has met the DG, NCB and other officials. What is it that he has communicated to them? What is his explanation?
Well, he has given his side of the story, and he said that every effort is being made to derail the investigation. That is the take that he has, and that is what he's informed the Narcotics Control Bureau chief as well, that he has done whatever he could do best from his side, but there is an effort to derail the investigation as there are certain personal interests which are getting hit. But ultimately, these explanations will actually not hold merit. There are allegations, and those allegations have to be backed by substantial evidence. In case there is evidence which is found, then obviously it is trouble time for Sameer Wankhede. There is a vigilance committee which has been conducted. But looking at the way functioning happened, there is, of the raid and post-raid investigation, eyebrows are getting raised. Reason being, a witness is seen just next to the accused.
Yes.
The process should be that the witness has to be kept at distance from the accused. This is something which is in gross violation of the procedure that needs to be followed. Yes. So that is why Narcotics Control Bureaus, all top brass, are taking the functioning of Sameer Wankhede and the entire team of Narcotics Control Bureau in Mumbai very, very seriously. They're going to meet all officials. I can confirm, because the NCB chief has very clearly said that all officials involved in the raid and the investigation of Aryan Khan are going to be questioned by this team tomorrow.
And even as that development takes place, there is an NCB whistleblower that is being claimed by Nawab Malik, who has written a letter to him, and Mr. Malik has put that letter out in the public domain, Vinaya Deshpande, and Mr. Malik has also said that he has written to the NCB chief, and simultaneously he has met the chief minister of the state, and Mr. Uddhav Thackeray has said that he will be raising it with the Prime Minister. So there is a chain that is now going straight to the top as far as the role of the NCB is concerned.
Well, absolutely, Maria. And if I am not wrong, also the wheels are likely to have been set in motion for a possible SIT investigation into this, because remember, this has been the demand of Nawab Malik since the time he has been leveling allegations, particularly after that letter that he sent across to both NCB as well as senior government officials here, saying that there was a whistleblower within the NCB who had given out complete threadbare of how exactly did the whole nexus for extortion work within the NCB. That whistleblower has allegedly named names, talking about several people, officials associated with each other in the NCB office in order to allegedly extort money, specifically from the Bollywood personalities. Now, the CM himself has expressed concern over this. In a meeting with Nawab Malik, he has also claimed that after Hollywood, it is the Bollywood which gives name and soft power to the country. And if that is targeted like that, it is going to be difficult, since Mumbai is also a place where a lot of Hindi film personalities stay. That is also playing on the mind of the chief minister, and that is why he will now write to the Prime Minister. On the other hand, parallelly, the Mumbai police have started looking into the allegations leveled by Prabhakar Sail. We have been told that Prabhakar Sail's statement has already been recorded by the DCP Zone 1, who's looking into the matter. Now, within the preliminary inquiry, if anything substantial is found, this may also set the wheels rolling for any police or legal action in this matter.
All right, Vinaya and Ashish, thank you so much for joining us and giving us details of that top story that we had on right here on this broadcast. We are slipping into a short break. Lots more news and updates on the other side.